Back with another market update here. Going to be going over a bunch of charts that I have, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pepe, and a bunch of other altcoins that I am interested in at the moment. The market's picking up here, so getting pretty interesting. But before we start here, I just want to say I am doing a $300 giveaway here. All you need to do to enter is sign up to Bluefin. I am partnered with them. It's a non-KYC exchange, a lot like Bybit. Great coin selection and so on. So if you want to support me, just sign up with this link. Deposit $100 or more, and then just place one trade or just actively trade if you want to keep trading there. And then just send me a DM with your UID and you will be entered. I am picking the winner next Friday. And just so you guys know, I am doing a $100 to $1,000 challenge at the moment as well. It is happening in my Telegram. All the trades are shared there. I open up spots here and there, but if you sign up to Bluefin and you DM me your UID as well, I'll get you in there as well. I am doing copy trading there as well with this challenge. I just wanted to let you guys know. So winner is announced this Friday actually, $300 giveaway, and just follow these steps here. Okay, back to the charts here. Taking a look at Bitcoin. What we were looking for previously was I had made a bunch of posts on Twitter. Basically, I was looking for a low to form somewhere in this blue box area. I was looking for this low at 59.2 to get swept, as well as possibly this 57.5. We didn't even get that low. We just dipped really quick under this previous low. Nice liquidity grab. Now, something to note that I am keeping reference of is there was a large Bitcoin long position on Hyperliquid, I believe, and that got liquidated, basically marking the exact bottom. So I think it was probably just them trying to liquidate that buyer, which they ended up doing. And then we pushed back higher here. And basically what I was looking for was a reclaim of the lower time frame trend as well as this low here. And we got that continuation higher into these targets that I'm looking for. First target hit, and looking like this second target will probably be hit here soon as well. So basically this 4-hour trend is what we want to be watching here. We want to see this 4-hour trend reclaimed and held, and then looking for continuation higher from there. So we want to see this 4-hour trend hold here in the future for continuation higher. If we end up breaking up above this 66.5K high, I am looking for continuation to that $72,000 range high. Breakout above there, and then it would be the 1.618 fib extension, which really quickly is at $102,000 just for your info. But a lot of price action to happen before that. So just zooming out here to the daily time frame, this daily 200 EMA as well was what held perfectly both of these tests here. Got a quick dip, recovered back above it, and then we got continuation higher here. So we'll have to see what happens here at this 66.6K level. As far as looking for trade setups here, basically any dip into this 4-hour trend, I would look to possibly bid. On lower time frames, this 1-hour trend it's pretty decent here as well. Held on this last test. So 1-hour trend, pretty clean as well here. If we turn on this trend indicator here, let's see if there's any more lower time frame setups. Yeah, so mostly at the moment, I'm just strictly watching this 4-hour trend. So if you got to dip into this 4-hour trend here, I'd probably look for something like this. Continuation higher from there. Or 1-hour trend, which it was just tested. So maybe you'd want to bid somewhere up like here possibly, and then look for continuation higher as well. So those are two setups I'm watching for at the moment. Really the main setup I had been watching for was a quick dip into this blue zone down here, which we got, and then continuation higher from there. But basically, if you want a Monday range is forming here as well, so we'll have to see how that forms. If you stay posted on my Twitter, I post there a lot, so I'll be updating the charts there. So moving on to Ethereum here. Ethereum is a little bit interesting, a little bit choppy here as well. But basically we had tested this keys high time frame support area, held twice. I never tested it for a third time either. But if we zoom in here, let me just turn this trend indicator off here real quick. Okay, there we go. 4-hour trend's kind of being chopped up. We did reclaim it here. We had held it as resistance previously. So what I would want to see is this held as support now. This might be a decent, possibly a decent swing long here. So if we got something like this, you just have to be aware that this is just like some sort of range here. Very choppy price action. It hasn't broken out yet. Where it gets interesting is when it finally reclaims this $2,900 level, and then we can look for that move into $4,000. That's where it gets interesting, but for now, it's kind of just chopping about, to be honest. If we zoom in here to the 1 hour time frame, it's pretty clean as well. So maybe 1 hour trend is confluent with this area as well. We'll have to see. But basically what I'd be looking for is a test of this 1 hour trend or 4 hour trend. But in my opinion, at the moment, Bitcoin is more clean to trade. But basically, as long as Bitcoin and Ethereum remain above their 1 hour and 4 hour trends, I am looking for continuation higher. ETH is testing a key high time frame support level. You can see here, which does make me kind of interested in ETH, to be honest, with ETH BTC here and then ETH on a high time frame level here. Let me just show you real quick. Weekly 200s. So very interesting here. Shaping up pretty nice, to be honest. So here's the deal. ETH has let us down so many times. I do not trust it whatsoever. But with ETH sitting on weekly 200s and ETH BTC sitting on key high time frame support, that does make me hopeful. I do think ETH will probably outperform Bitcoin at some point. Who knows when that is? I'd rather let the chart, instead of trying to guess here, I'd rather let it start showing me, start trending that way, and then I'll look to trade it. But yeah, this, to be honest, is a pretty clean setup for ETH. I might take this if we get a retest here. Maybe selling into New York Open or something. Anyway, moving on here. Pepe is the next one. Basically, let me just delete this level over here real quick. I was posting on Twitter about this 4 hour trend. 4 hour trend, resistance on the way down, flipped into support. And basically we have lower highs followed by higher lows. Just consolidation here along this 4 hour trend, which currently, if we just draw a little trend line here, starting to break out of this consolidation. Pepe and Rune were one of my best looking charts out there, in my opinion. As of last week at least, because if we take a look here on the weekly time frame, take a look at this weekly trend. Weekly trend support flipped into resistance, flipped back into support. We got a retest confluent with that 4 hour trend, and now you can see major consolidation here. If it does break out, which it is starting to break out, probably end up having to move into at least this level, in my opinion, if not into a new all-time high. Just my opinion. But basically, 4 hour trend, as long as it holds, looking for continuation higher into these next resistance levels here. As far as the setup, really the setup was to bid this 4 hour trend. Now, if you want to find a trend on lower time frames, I'm guessing, let's turn this off real quick. 15-minute trend is pretty clean here. So you can see support, resistance, support, resistance. So if you get another test of this 15-minute trend and it's starting to break out above these highs here, probably a pretty decent area to grab a quick long, in my opinion, and look for that next level. So quick retest with this 15-minute trend confluent, and then looking for continuation higher from there. But basically, really the trend to watch is this 4 hour trend. As long as it holds, I am looking for continuation higher into these next two levels. Okay, moving on here. That's Pepe as well. Okay, SPEC. So this is a very interesting chart. Go out here to the daily time frame. Essentially, we have this high time frame range. Tried breaking out here, did not hold. We had this pullback into the 4 hour trend. Once I zoom in here, you'll see. And now we're getting continuation higher with 1 hour trend reclaimed as well. The deal is, if this breaks out above here, there's really no resistance until $16 area. That's a 76% move. So very interesting chart in my opinion. We also took out this previous low here, quick liquidity grab, and then continuation higher. 4 hour trend, you can see resistance flipped into support, now continuing higher. And if we zoom in here, 1 hour trend, resistance flipped into support, continuing higher. So basically what you want to see, to be honest, in my opinion, is this 1 hour trend hold and that 4 hour trend hold. As long as both of those hold, I am looking to target a breakout of this high time frame range and a move into $16. So all we got to do is see this 4 hour trend hold for continuation higher. If it breaks down, then I'm looking for a continuation lower, but so far still holding nicely. 1 hour trend perfectly flipped into support here as well. So very clean chart. One of the more interesting charts at the moment, in my opinion. So pretty high risk to reward trade in this area, in my opinion. Okay, Rune. I was saying Pepe and Rune were some of the most interesting charts out there because we had lower highs along the 4-hour trend, higher lows. I mean, lower highs here and then higher lows along the 4-hour trend. Basically, consolidation. So if we start to get a breakout here, I mean, probably take some off here, but these would be my two targets. So $6.37 and $7.35. Just need to see this 4-hour trend hold. If we end up breaking down, then yeah, trend's lost. Look for continuation lower. As far as a trade, it's kind of choppy in here, but maybe you could try, 15-minute. So sort of like Pepe, maybe grabbing a long here on a test of the 15-minute trend and then looking for a breakout. Could be a pretty good opportunity. We'll have to see. But basically, you just want to see this 4-hour trend hold. As long as it holds, looking for continuation higher from here. Okay, PopCap. Basically, 4-hour trend. Let's see, maybe there's a bit of a cleaner trend here. 1-hour trend is interesting. 2-hour trend. 1-hour trend is pretty clean here. So yeah, basically, let me just delete this real quick. Now, what I will say here is 1-hour trend is the uptrend portrayal, holding very nicely. As long as it holds, looking for continuation higher. As far as targets to the upside, simply fib extensions is what I would be looking for, which go back from this high to that low, in my opinion. I just get you some targets. 1.618 was already hit. 2.618 is at $2.25. So that's what I'd be watching for now. What I was saying is this looks kind of like a range here now, where we had a deviation to the upside, acceptance back below. So if this 1-hour trend breaks down, I'm looking for a test of this $1.12 area. So maybe a quick deviation below that low. Something like this with that 4-hour trend confluent. Looked like a pretty nice area to get a swing long on a PopCap, in my opinion. But like I said, as long as the 1-hour trend holds, you cannot expect a test of this 4-hour trend because the 1-hour trend is still intact. But if it does break down, that's what I'm looking for next. But as long as 1-hour trend holds here, still have that opportunity to run to the 2.618 at 2.25. Okay, moving on here with basically setup I am watching for. You can see it drawn out here. It's a test of this 4-hour trend. Who knows if we get it? Because the 1-hour trend, maybe even the 30-minute trend is 30-minute trend. Yeah, clean 30-minute trend here. Holding as support as well as this consolidation breaking out here. So the next levels I would be watching for here is $3.25 right here. And then I would be looking at this $4.10 area and $5. Basically all-time high there, $4.88 or something like that. As long as that 30-minute trend remains intact. Now, if that 30-minute trend does break down, then I'm looking for a pullback into the 4-hour trend. And then maybe we get to buy a dip into this 4-hour trend and then look for continuation higher from here. Now, some of you might not be used to such aggressive targets like this, but you have to remember, you have to adapt to the market. The market has been ranging for quite a while, but it is starting to form an uptrend here, back above key trends, respecting key trends. Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of altcoins are starting to trend hard. And if it continues here, these targets, in my opinion, are easily attainable. Of course, if the trends break down, I'll look to scale back then. But so far, trend's still intact, and you have to adapt to this new market. Don't just, you have to keep in mind that Bitcoin is still in a range, but it is starting to trend. So I am starting to take more of swing longs instead of just scalps. But yeah, just have to be willing to adapt. Okay, moving on here. Bitcoin. Okay. So back around here, Lyft was the last one I had. Tell you what, guys, if you have any more chart requests, go ahead and I had made a post on Twitter like last night or something about charting. And if you just want to drop some tickers there that you want me to go over, I can post some more charts on Twitter for you guys. But that's all the charts I have for today. Hopefully the market keeps uptrending and yeah, we get some good price action. It's been quite a long time of ranging here. So it's about time we get some trending price action once again. Just a quick reminder that $300 giveaway ends Friday. If you want to enter, simply go to my Twitter. and you'll see the steps there along with the link. Link will also be in the description to sign up to Bluffin, who I'm partnered with. And if you just DM me, deposit $100 and then trade, and then just DM me or UID, I will get you entered, as well as getting you into my Telegram where I am doing the $100 to $1,000 giveaway. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and see you guys next time. Peace.